Pitch here is line, right field. Rutherford back, looking up, and this ball is gone! Second consecutive night with a home run for Dominic Smith. And this 3-run shot has pushed the Mets in front.
Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, the Hut, and of course, this is the Baseball Hut. Please subscribe and like this video. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about the subject in this video. I like to keep everything up to date with everybody from what's going on in the whole Mets organization, and we'll get into it. But the Mets had an excellent win on Sunday. Can he or can he not get big hits late in the game? Yes, he can. So he had 2 big home runs in the game on Sunday. And the Mets did sort of a very good organizational win, and really organizational series win against the Phillies. So it was a very good weekend, and the Mets show why they're better than the Phillies at this point. But I do like to talk about the Mets in terms of just their organization and what's going on. I did a video the other day on Francisco Alvarez, let people know what's going on with him. Now I'm going to give you another update on Dominic Smith. Dom, as you know, is in the minor leagues. There was a lot of drama around Dom, a lot of sort of videos that I've done on him about this whole idea about him being in the minor leagues, him not wanting to be here. You know, there's a lot of stuff. It started really the moment he came to the big leagues, where, you know, he was overweight, looked completely out of shape that first time he came in. He came the following year, he was in shape, but, you know, there's been issues with him in camp. Spring training camp a few years ago, he came late to a game, was benched by former Mets manager Mickey Callaway. So there's been a lot of drama surrounding him. He had a good 2019. He had a very good shortened season 2020, 50 games. He hit .316 with an OPS of .993. But really, beyond the 2019 and 2020, he's been a bad major league player, in all honesty. He was not very good last year, in 2021. He was really quite lousy. He had 11 home runs. He didn't hit a home run in the second half. His OPS was 83. 100 is average for every major league player. So his was 83. He did not hit a home run in the major leagues this year. And he's been actually a rather mediocre player for the last 2-3 years now. Really since 2020, he's been a mediocre player and really not a major league player. This year, his wins above replacement is negative .3. His career WAR on Baseball Reference is .3. So he is clearly not a player that is a major league player right now. He has been in the minor leagues over the last couple weeks since he was able to heal his ankle, which he sprained the last day before the All-Star break. He was able to rehab it, and he's been in the minor leagues for the last week or two, getting at bats in. So going over some of his statistics, it's nothing really anything to write home about. But very average. He should be doing much better in AAA than what he's doing. Now, I don't know what he's working on, but he's been playing every day. He's been playing first. I don't think that he'll be back in September with the Mets. As you know, in about 9-10 days, they're going to be expanding the rosters from 26 players to 28 players. I don't believe that he'll be back, because there really is no room on the roster for him. And he'll probably just play the string out in AAA, I would think, which is really goes to the end of September with the minor leagues now. So, if it was going to 40-man, then you would see him coming back. But considering the Mets are in a playoff run, trying to get the postseason, I don't think that he'll be the player, one of the 2 players that is going to get called up from Syracuse or Binghamton if they call someone up from Binghamton. So he'll probably finish the string out down there, unfortunately for him. But the Mets are trying to get to the postseason. They're trying to get to the World Series. He does not fit in the plans. The Mets have Mets made a couple of trades before the trade deadline to improve the left side of the bench with Daniel Vogel back and with Tyler Naquin. So they don't need Dom at this moment. And they've been bringing other people up. They brought up Brett Beatty. I should do a video on him, an update on him. But we really don't see any market improvement. At least I don't with some of these statistics. Right now in Syracuse, Dom is hitting 280 with an on-base percentage of 369, 450 slugging percentage, which is not very high. It's actually kind of pedestrian, to be honest with you. And his OPS is his on-base plus slugging is 827. Now, I don't know what his OPS plus is because that is a major league statistic. That's not a minor league statistic. So there is no a number for that. No minor league player gets that. So his numbers are very pedestrian. He's grounded to 2 double plays. I mentioned just to mention it. But he's hitting 280. He's got 4 home runs. Believe it or not, he's hit home runs down there. So he does have power, and you saw at the beginning of this video that he's still capable of hitting for power. Just not with the Mets, I don't think. And not in the major leagues right now. 17 RBIs and 107 at-bats. That's not great either, quite frankly, if you will. And 550 at-bats, that would come out to be 87 runs batted. That's not anywhere close to Dom's. It's not anywhere close to Pete Alonso territory, by the way. Really, in 107 at-bats, it's really nothing of note that's going to really make him get called up here. I was surprised he got called up the last time because his numbers were about the same. There wasn't really anything different. And I don't think having a guy who's disgruntled on a roster in September when the Mets are trying to clinch the division, I don't think it benefits him, and it doesn't benefit the Mets to have him all disgruntled and being pissed off, quite frankly. So I don't think that that's really something the Mets should do. Call him up. I think that would be irresponsible for him and irresponsible for them, unfortunately. So, but good luck to him. I think this is probably the most. What's probably going to happen in all likelihood is that he will be non-tendered a contract when we get to the off season. I don't think he has any value with any team right now. I don't think he has any value to any team right now. I think that's why he didn't get traded at the trade deadline. And I think that's the biggest issue is that he has no value as a player. And I think the Mets will non-tender him. And I'm sure some team will pick him up. Maybe the Red Sox, maybe the A's. There's no value here. There's no value with this player. There was value with J.D. Davis because he could hit, in my view, he could hit bad pitching. Or I mean bad pitching, non-playoff pitching. Dom, in my view, struggles with all kinds of pitching. I just don't think his bat is fast enough to catch up to really any kind of pitching on a very competitive level. Especially the level the Mets are trying to reach. So, I think that's just my opinion. I'm very tough on the players and very critical on players that I don't think can really hold up their end of the bargain. And it's a disappointment for me watching Dom because Dom was a number 1 pick in 2013. He was the 11th overall pick. So the Mets invested a lot of time and a lot of energy into developing him. Kudos to the developmental program the Mets have in the farm system to get him to the major leagues. But obviously he's not a major league player right now. He needs some work. Whether he's capable of doing that, I don't know. But I think that, like I said, the most likely scenario that's going to happen to Dominic Smith is that Dom will get non-tendered by the Mets. And I think that's what's going to happen. So, let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. Keep your eye on it. I'm going to have a lot of these short videos coming up. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.